Hey everyone, how are you guys tonight? Sorry I'm running a little behind. I had to run to the store and get a couple things, and before you knew it, it was already almost 4. So, how are you guys? I hope everybody's well. I know today's been crazy in the world of America. Notice how I say world of America. Big change. I did my hair, courtesy of my mother. I walked her through it, and it turned out pretty dang awesome. So it's a dark brown, and I have my Slytherin green tips down here at the bottom. It's pretty awesome. I gave myself some bangs, so we have some loose hairs, and I don't know. I'm just happy with it. So, anywho, also hoodie today. So Star Wars, and a Doctor Who shirt, but who's paying attention, right? Hey Amanda, hey Lindsay, how are you guys doing? I do want to preface the beginning of this stream. Lindsay, my cousin in the chat right now, and I lost our mutual cousin Jenna on Monday. She passed away, unfortunately. Some of you fellow Close Encounter friends, old Geek Chat 1 friends, are Broken Birds would have known her. And then I think our other mutual group was a group for music. Unfortunately, we lost her on Monday. So it's been a crazy ride. I had some videos that were supposed to be scheduled to come out. Those will be postponed, but they are coming. Don't worry, guys. I just wanted to preface that. So if I get a little emotional, that would be why. So, she was one of my biggest champions, along with, again, my other cousin Lindsay in there. So, yeah, it's hard to believe, but it's there, and it's hard for us. But, she was one of my biggest champions, so I know she would appreciate me going ahead and doing this stream and continuing to get my content out, because she knew how passionate I was for all of this, and I know that she would want me to continue on. So, all right, enough with the sad stuff. Love you guys. Hey, Amanda, Miss Fearless Mermaid. I got both of my Amandas in there. That's awesome. So this stream, we're going to be talking about what we want to look forward to in 2021 with TV shows and games, is what I looked up. We will start with Stranger Things season 4. I can't believe it's already season 4. No set release date, but it will be coming out this year. It will be picking up right where we left off. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I got the burps. Anyways, it'll be picking up right where we left off. We saw in their trailer from Russia with Love that Hopper is in Russia. He did come out through, which was a huge fan theory, and a lot of us guessed that. How can we lose him, right? And so we pick up there. The gang got split up because you see at the end, Winona Ryder's character and the kids have moved. So it'll be very interesting to see where everything comes through. With Stranger Things, Team Dad Bod. For real, right? I love Hopper. Helps that my husband can kind of resemble him, so I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so I'm very excited to see where they go from there. It's going to be exciting what we get, because it's so much bigger in Russia, right? So, they had a pretty big opening where they were, so it's going to be awesome to see that other side, and then the technology difference and everything. So I'm really excited. So next we go to A Discovery of Witches season 2. I had to throw this one in there. I'm extremely excited. This one's release date is, I just had it on there, January 8th. So that's going to be Friday. Ridiculously excited I am. I think it's going to be episodic. So and I'm actually, yes, I'm pretty sure. So we'll get one episode a week, and that's really exciting for me because then we can theorize what we're going to get next episode and talk about it. So if you guys haven't watched it, you really should. It's on AMC. I think it's AMC Plus or something. Sundance or Shudder or not Sundance. There was another, but yeah. So AMC or Shudder would probably be the best of those. Very excited. I know Mandy or Mandolin usually in the chat. She will be very excited because her and I kind of nerded out over it on our group page. Broken Birds, just saying 2 days, Sailor Moon Crystal, or Sailor Moon Crystal Eternal premieres in Japan, part 1. That's amazing, Amanda. I know you're so looking forward to that. I guess Willow and I will have to start it. Subtitles and all since she's little. I'm very excited. And next we can move to Cobra Kai, which already came out. And I know Miss Gina Miller has already binged it all. She loved it. She wants more. I think Amanda's already either binged it or will binge it. So I haven't gotten to watch it yet, but I'm very excited because, I mean, the end of season 2, come on. It's going to be very interesting to see how all that goes down. I've heard really good things so far. Hey, Carrot Cake, Carolyn. How are you? Yes, Team Cobra Kai. I'm very excited. Or Cobra Kai. That's what she said. I was like, what? That one, like I said, already came out. And so that one to me, bring Nix into Cobra Kai too. That's awesome. So that brings me to a really good point though. So we were talking about the Discovery Witches about if they're going to be binging or not. And then with Cobra Kai, it already all came out because it comes out on Netflix and they release it all at once. So I kind of wonder what's better, right? You know, obviously it's a great show, so you want to watch it all at once. But then when you're done in the day or two it takes you to binge it all, what's left, right? Where do you go from there? You're wanting more. And obviously that's the same when you do episodic, but with episodic, you can kind of formulate and you can let the episodes simmer and marinate in your brain and see where it goes and kind of get even more excited. And then it becomes like 2 months of a journey, almost 3 months of a journey. And like, come on, man. Like that's really exciting, right? And it builds and builds. And then it's almost, to me, almost more satisfying because it's over a longer period of time. So it doesn't feel like there's more, like it feels like there's less time that you got to wait, even though you got to wait a little bit, if that makes sense. I don't know. What do you guys feel? Can we just get Witcher this year? I know. I'm pretty sure they're still kind of on track. I know that Henry Cavill had gotten injured, but it was a minor injury, and I think they filmed around it, so they didn't lose any time filming. So they just, instead of filming all his parts, like they had planned, a little bit here and there, they are filming all of the background stuff and all the stuff that he doesn't necessarily need to be in. And then once he's better, they can film. So it'll just be at the end. So that's exciting. Steven says, when you're done, rewatch Mando. You already know I'm rewatching it. Willow asks me every single day, I'm not even kidding, if we can watch The Mandalorian, and we do. And then she wants to watch specifically the very last episode. Luke's your man. I'm just saying. So she's very excited. So next, that moves us to correct. They filmed around his injury. Exactly. So we should be getting Witcher on time. So I'm very excited about that. And so I wanted to throw this in there. I'm not sure who all watches it, but it was very interesting to me. Batwoman season 2 will be coming out. Oh man, I missed that date. Oh, nope. Sunday, January 17th. And it's going to be, and Steven is driving, so I'm speaking for him. Good girl, right? I know. She has her own little Grogu mask, and every time somebody says it's Baby Yoda, she politely corrects them. She's like, I'm sorry, but his name's Grogu, and I know I still call him the child or Baby Yoda too, but his name's Grogu. This kid, I swear. But anyway, so yes, Batwoman, sorry, season 2 should be coming out, and instead of it being centered around Ruby Rose's Kate Kane, at the end of the season, she is presumed dead, but officially she's missing. It will be focusing over, I don't know if it's Javanica or like Javincia. I apologize, Leslie. And her character is going to be Ryan Wilder, who's supposed to be destined to take the mantle. So it's going to be interesting to see where they pull that out. And again, that's going to be January 17th. So it's a Sunday. So that's kind of exciting. Now we move to Snowpiercer, which I've heard everybody being excited about this, right? They really liked season 1. It was very interesting, a different take. I still have yet to see it, to be honest, but I've heard really good things. I've only seen the movie with Chris Evans, which, I mean, come on, it's Chris Evans. I personally have never been disappointed by a movie he's done, even if it's silly. Never been disappointed. So it'll be interesting to see where they go for season 2. And Sean Bean was cast, so that's gonna be exciting. My funny little note for that was, will his character live longer than most of his characters? Because he's famously known for dying. So hey Ray, how's it going? But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how long his character lives. If it lives past season 1, that'll be being pretty long character life. And then we go into a slew of Marvel shows. So I'm very excited for this. Don't worry, I'm going to talk Star Wars. I just figured I'd do that at the end because, you know, it's what I'm most looking forward to. Yes, Amanda, America's ass. Oh, Chris Evans, I love him. But yeah, so WandaVision, we will be getting January 15th. I'm very excited for this. So it's going to be setting up the multiverse. And basically, that's pretty much what it says in the thing. So it deals with the parallel universe, and she knows something's up, and it's up to her to break them out, which is awesome because, I mean, who doesn't love Wanda? I love Wanda. And so it's specifically for Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and for Spider-Man 3. So it's going to be awesome. Hey, Miranda! I'm very excited for all the Marvel shows, too. It's like, it sucks being so far away because you and I can't watch them together, but there's always watch parties, and we can just talk about it, and I'll be streaming for them. So it'll be pretty dang cool. And then we have Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is going to be pretty cool. That's going to be March 19th of this year. We will be getting Sharon Carter, and we will be getting Baron Zemo for the antagonist. So it's going to be pretty dang cool to see where Falcon and the Winter Soldier take up the mantle for Cap because he retired. So this does 2 things for me personally. So Falcon at one point is a Captain America, and so is Bucky. They both had taken that mantle specifically of Captain America before. And so it's really cool to see them getting a show together, and they're basically together doing it. So for me, that's a respectful way of, nodding to the comics, but also doing their own thing at the same time. So it'll be really cool to see what we get there. More specific, right? And then the show that I know Miranda have been waiting for, the Loki Show, which, I mean, come on. My trickster. This one is going to be awesome. So it's basically within itself, its own little world. It is part of a multiverse, so that's going to be interesting. It picks up right when he gets the Tesseract from Endgame, and he ends up in the TBA. But what's the TBA? We got to look into that, right? I might make a video on it. I haven't decided, but that's a really interesting question, and it would be really fun to answer. So this show will get in May, which is pretty dang cool, right? Because we get a lot of cool things in May. Yeah, and in the trailer, you see Black Widow. So what are they going to do there? Like, right? It's exciting. So it's supposed to be like a very spy inspired like true crime thing in the Marvel pitch meeting for the Disney shareholders, that whole meeting on December 10th of last year. They broken birds, you're so silly. They man, you made me lose my spot, Amanda. Anyway, they wanted to take like a spy type like crime solving kind of way into his, and to make it feel different and unique to his own, and I'm very excited. And plus, Amanda, miss, pardon me, but to Loki, love you, you only don't like his hair, so just saying, that's what you said. If I have to show a screenshot of a picture that you're like, I just don't like what they did with his hair, then I will. Anyway. Oh, enough with the sass, I suppose. So then that brings us to Hawkeye, which is supposed to be late 2021, so that late this year. No confirmed date yet, but it's going to be him training Kate Bishop, which I believe is his daughter, and it's going to be played by Haley Steinfeld from Pitch Perfect, and a couple other things. She's amazing. She's an amazing little actress, that one, and I'm very excited to see what she does. And Jeremy Renner's going to be back as Hawkeye, and he's awesome. So it'll be really cool to see how that goes. Now, for my horror fans, we're going to be getting an American Horror Story series. It's called American Horror Stories. It's to be announced as far as when it's supposed to be released, but it's supposed to be sometime this year. They're going to be 16 one-hour standalone episodes, and it says it will be around horror myths, legends, and lore. And it says many of our favorite hit stars we love will be in there. So I wonder if it's going to be connecting characters to different stories. Which one looks awful, Amanda? Is it the American Horror Stories? It'll be pretty interesting. Macaulay Culkin's in it. Yeah, I'm very excited to see different things each week. Instead of a huge themed out season story, it'll be really cool to see the one episode stories. Then you can kind of curate your own, right? Not that I'm necessarily into horror stuff. I really am, but I scare very easy. So I'll be watching it in my house or my apartment that you see with all the lights on in the middle of the day, and then I'll be okay. So that's kind of what I have for shows. I know there's more stuff coming out. Like they announced that, I don't know if it's this year, but we might get a new Aliens show. So like the Aliens with Ripley and everything. I don't know if it's going to be with Ripley. They haven't said too much information, but we're going to get a show. They're going to be here on Earth, so that's going to be interesting. Lord of the Rings is still in production. I don't know if they're filming or not, but they did. I don't think they have quite yet gotten to filming, so that's I think that's where they're at. I read like a bunch of articles and my brain's like, whoa. But yeah, they did announce a whole bunch of the cast for Lord of the Rings, so that's going to be exciting. I believe that's still going to be on Amazon. And we have, I think it's a movie, The Dune, that came out. I think who just did that? Let me look that up before I talk out of my butt, because it looks great. I'm pretty sure it's a movie. Yep, 2021. So we will be getting it this year. I'm very excited about it. It's supposed to be. Oh, did it already come out? No. Okay, I think they need to update this because it says release date December 18th, 2020. And I don't remember it coming out. Yeah, so 2021 is when it's supposed to be coming out. So that will be very exciting. As I've always told you guys before, Dune is like my grandma's favorite thing in the whole world. That was her number one. I mean, it's inspired things like Star Wars and a whole bunch of other fan fiction stuff. And so it's going to be very cool to see where they go. Like, it looks awesome from the trailers, and I really can't wait to see where it goes. So, as far as TV shows, now we move on to games, which I'm very excited for. So, in the world of games, we will be getting Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's not a specific release date, but it will be coming in 2021, and it will be released for the PS5. So that looks awesome. And we'll get Hitman 3 on January 20th. It will be released. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes, so that's why I'm looking down. So I'll put this up here. So January 20th for PC. So PC, PS4, and PS5. The Stadia, which is a basically it takes all the games that you have on a console and makes it available on your phone, which is pretty dang cool for people that like to play on the go. Xbox One and Xbox X and S series. So that will be pretty cool. That's a good thought, Amanda. That would be pretty awesome if they would get her back for an episode. She's done, a lot for them. So that would be really cool. We're going to get Far Cry 6 February 18th for PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, the Stadia, Xbox One, and then X and S series, and then the Amazon Luna. Then we're going to get a remake of Prince of Persia for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That will be in March 2021. Then I'm very excited for this game. We're going to get Hogwarts Legacy. That's going to be for PC, PS4 and 5, Xbox One, and the Xbox X and S series. It doesn't have a specific date, but it will be coming out sometime this year, and I'm really excited because it's basically like not, I won't say Witcher, it's the first thing that comes to mind, but basically you're going to be immersed in the Harry Potter world. You get to pick your character and you get to have your story at Hogwarts, and it's going to be awesome. So there's that coming out. We have God of War Ragnarok sometime this year, so 2021 for the PS5. I know so many people that are excited for that. I'm actually kind of glad we didn't get it last year, because last year feels like it was the year of the Viking, and we got so many things that were Viking related. So it's kind of good to give it a year separation. Well, not a full year, but at least within different years separation. That will be sometime this year again for PC, and I'm pretty excited for that. They all look really cool. We're going to get Gotham Knights sometime this year. It'll be for PC, PS4 and 5, Xbox One, and Xbox X series. And then I found a pretty cool game that I'm pretty excited for is Lord of the Rings Gollum. So this one, we're going to be following Gollum, and we're trying to get out of Mordor without being seen. And there's going to be like different things to collect and information to get and all that stuff. It's vaguely supposed to be coming out this year, so there's a chance they might push it. But from the trailer I saw, which I will post in our group page on Facebook, so if you search on Facebook for Close Encounters of a Geek Mind, you'll find a page and a group. They are both connected to me and this this YouTube channel. And there we can just continue the conversation. So the page is more so I can tell you guys professionally what's going on, and the group is where we can all post and share anything that comes to mind that we love. Anything basically subculture related is totally welcome, and I love it all. But yes, that Lord of the Rings game looks pretty fantastic. So I know that was pretty quick, but yeah, that's what I have for you guys as far as all of that. Now I can talk about the good stuff. So we know for sure we're going to get Mandalorian season 3 in December, and we're also going to get the Book of Boba in December of this year. So it's going to be a back-to-back thrill ride, basically, of Mandalorian stuff, which is amazing. So yeah, they are shooting separate. So right now they are working on Book of Boba, and then as soon as that is done, they will be working on The Mandalorian, because they use the volume. And I forgot what they had called it now. They built a bigger volume, basically. They have it in 3 different locations. They have one in Australia, one in Los Angeles, and then I think one in Texas. I'm not sure where that third one is, but they have multiple now. Oh, it's Australia and New Zealand, or it's only New Zealand. I apologize. I should have had better information. But they do have multiple, and because they have multiple, that means that they can pretty much shoot when and wherever, because they can keep it a more locked down situation and get a lot of stuff done. So I'm very excited for what's to come there. It's speculated amongst the Star Wars community that we might get Bad Batch between February and March, maybe even April, of this year. It is animated, and they were working on Clone Wars stuff a while back with the season 7 stuff that we had gotten, and Bad Batch is in the same artistic style. So for all we know, we could be getting that early because it's animated. It can already be coming out. So I'm very excited for that, because there's 2 ways the show could go, right? If you watch the episodes of Clone Wars with Bad Batch, they pretty much do their own thing, right? But they are very true to the cause, right? They want to help take out separatists. But the trailer for Bad Batch, right, sets it up like they might be on the Empire side. I think this is going to take us to where Order 66 was, right, when all the clones turn. So it's the question, do they have chips or do they not? I personally don't think they did. 2 reasons. One of them is a tech guy, and he would have suspected that. And 2, they're the Bad Batch. So I don't think that the chips would have necessarily worked, because that specific group of clones never really got placed with Jedi. So it might have been looked at as a waste to have them, and maybe they have already removed them when they were young. Speculation, we might get the answers, but I'm very excited for that. And then we also will have the Ahsoka Show. Not necessarily this year. I actually think we'll get that next year in 2022. But we do know that Dave Filoni is currently working on the script. So that's very exciting. And then we have Acolyte, which I think also might come out 2022. That one I'm like, because it's the dark side, right? We don't get to see that very much. And I like the different perspectives, right? Because it gives you a full picture of the world that you're in, and it gives it a more human experience, right? When you get to see both sides. It's supposed to be like 100 years before Phantom Menace, so it could definitely have Darth Plagueis in there, and it could definitely have like hints of Yoda in there. Not saying because it's the dark side, we don't know, but I mean, Yoda was 900 by the time we saw him, so Yoda could be everywhere. And I mean, I love that man. So I love the little green dude. He's my man. So every test I take, which Jedi are you? I always get him. So, but yeah, so it's going to be very exciting to see where it goes. A lot of people are theorizing that it might be around Bane and his apprentice, so that would be really cool. Because I mean, obviously, to me, it would be kind of obvious to maybe go and talk about Plagueis and Palpatine, aka Sidious. I think that's obvious when you say dark side, but it's supposed to be female centric, which could be awesome. I mean, being a woman, knowing how angry I can get easy, and like, you know, the hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I'm just saying it could be awesome to see where she goes with the dark side. So, yeah, so there's that. And then I really think the Ahsoka show is going to be focusing on her and Sabine finding Ezra. I think it's going to pick up right after we see her on that docking bridge, picking up Sabine in her robes. And I think we will find out that when she met Mando and Grogu, that was before she went to go see Sabine. I think that they're going to use her talking with Grogu as like a catalyst for her to go on her mission. Which brings me to one of my fun points. I'm reading the Thrawn books right now. I'm almost done with the first one. And there's two sets of Thrawn books, right? There is the Legends that came out a long time ago, and then there are the current ones that are canon that Disney released to kind of give more backstory about Thrawn from Rebels. So that's the ones that I'm reading. And oh my gosh, is it so good. And what I really like is you get to see another side of the Empire, right? You get to see how Thrawn, this alien, and they are not politically and legally, they are supposed to be accepting of aliens, but socially they are not. And you get to see his story through there, and then you get to also experience a normal human experience, but from somebody that's like socially lower on the ladder than a normal mid-galaxy person, which is really exciting. So it's such a good book. And having watched Rebels, it fills in so much, because basically you're getting his story up until we meet him in Rebels, and I think, and then in through. So the third book and Thrawn will meet up right when they are on, I forgot the planet, I apologize, but basically when Ezra and Kanan meet the Bandu, or however you want to say his name, when they meet him on that planet with the spiders, that I think is where we're going to get Thrawn. And so I know some of you guys might have not read the books, and it might come as a spoiler, but Thrawn was exiled by the Chiss, right? And so when he first came into exilement during the Clone Wars, Thrawn and Anakin Skywalker had met. And that same planet that the Bendu is on is where Thrawn and Anakin met. And they fought together, so they have a standing relationship. And that third book that we get with Thrawn and Darth Vader have to work together. So I think we might get to experience that story of Anakin and Thrawn working together from Thrawn's point of view. And I think because Thrawn is set up to be like the Sherlock Holmes type of character, I think we're definitely going to see, where it all goes. So that's really exciting. Yeah. So anyways, what do you guys think? How do you guys feel? What are you excited for? I'm really excited to know. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading. That's what I'm doing. I will have some videos coming out. Elephant in the room. I totally forgot to talk about the Obi-Wan show. I'm pretty sure we'll be getting that at the beginning of 2022. If not, maybe the end of this year. Very exciting. No, the planet isn't Lothal. That's not where they did their base. I'll look it up just one second. It says Alaton is the planet, but it's not. It starts with a B. But so they were on another planet when they got to meet. Yeah, I could tell you spaced out, Amanda. Lothal is the planet that Ezra is from, and also where Governor Price is from. And that's where they were mining all the duranium that built the Death Star 1 and 2, and also where they were trying to get these TIE fighters made. So that's that planet is Lothal. It's I forgot what I was reading it earlier, and they literally just mentioned it in the book. Here, let me get this real quick. Thrawn. As you can hear me Googling away. I think it's in Treason that they talk about it. So, yeah. So in this book, it says Thrawn Treason is a canon novel written by Timothy Zahn, published on July 23rd, 2019 by Del Rey. It acts as the sequel to the 2018 novel Thrawn Alliances, as well as the final installment in the Thrawn novel series. Set before the finale of Star Wars Rebels, Thrawn Treason features Grand Admiral Thrawn crossing paths with director Krennic, as well as the return of Eli Vanto. He honestly, I love the character of Eli. If you guys haven't gotten to meet him yet, it's pretty awesome. Where is the planet? It's of course. So I'll find that planet and I'll tell you guys. Although now I'm thinking, oh no, it's not Thrawn Treason. Sorry, it's Thrawn Alliances. I totally had the books mixed up for a second. So it's the second book, which I'm really excited for. Publisher summary. Batuu, I believe, is the planet I'm thinking of. That sounds pretty much right. They build a base on there. Yeah. So that was the planet I was looking for, was Batuu. I'm sorry that you spaced out, Amanda. I know, I get very nerdy when I talk about my Star Wars. But yes, so the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, I'm very excited for. I couldn't be more excited for Ewan McGregor, even more so now because, like Amanda, Ewan was Jenna's favorite actor, and I am very excited to watch it for her. Anywho, that leads me into letting you guys know, because, you know, the 5 beautiful faces that are on here, I am doing a series, a video series on Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. The first video is going to be centered around Obi-Wan, and then the second 2 videos are about Anakin, but it's a 2-parter for him, because it deals with Anakin himself and then Anakin into Darth Vader. And I'm so excited. I have all 3 scripts already written. I have already recorded all the audio for the Obi-Wan video that I'm doing, and I'm trying to get it together. So just trying to find pictures. So basically, this really cool subreddit, the prequel memes on Reddit, there is a really cool person on there that was posting about the Revenge of the Sith novelization, and he did some excerpts, and so I will be talking about those excerpts, and I'm so excited to be super nerdy about it. So I will be letting you guys know when I'm releasing it. For that kind of stuff, though, if you would like to become a Patreon of mine, patreon.com/Close Encounters of a Geek Mind. that just helps me be able to make these videos for you guys. The more money I get, the more I can focus on this. It will basically help me level out the cost from taking away from my normal job to come here and give you guys all the stuff. Also, it helps fund things like, for example, the StreamYard, so I can stream on multiple platforms, as well as doing things like getting cool videos off the internet. That's, there's products for that, and just quality, right? So I like to use Adobe Premiere. Premiere Pro is my favorite, and my school subscription just ended. So with you guys helping me out on Patreon, it just helps fund the channel, and helps me be able to do some cool things for you guys. But I release all my scripts on there, so you guys have a say or an input on what content is coming out and how it's coming out. And then I release all of my videos there before I put them on YouTube. So I'm very excited to share with my few Patreons, which I saw some in the chat. Amanda Broken Birds is one of my Patreons. Carrot Cake or Carolyn Headquest is also one. Carrie Harrison from Facebook, Phil H from Facebook, and Hiki Dur, or I don't remember the numbers, but Tinkerbell, I think it's like 571 on YouTube. They right now are my Patreons, and I couldn't do it without you guys, and you know it. So that's pretty much all I have for this stream tonight. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want to go, like I said, join our community, facebook.com, Close Encounters of a Geek Mind. If you guys want to continue the conversation there, I would be very excited. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. I will post the event as soon as I know, and we will chat all about it. So until then, have a great night, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.